Shavua Tov and good morning, welcome back. I hope you all had a beautiful and meaningful Purim. And for those listeners from Yerushalayim, we wish you a Shushan Purim Sameach. And together with Am Yisrael, we share in your Simcha. 30 days before the Hag, the Gemara tells us that Shoalim V'Dorshim B'Ilchot HaChag. 30 days before Pesach, we have a duty to discuss and to ask questions and to expound upon the laws of Pesach. This is a Gemara in two places, and the Gemara says the source for this is that Moshe, when instructing about Pesach Sheni was for those who weren't able to celebrate Pesach Rishon due to being impure, he began to discuss and to expound and to teach about Pesach Sheni already on Pesach Rishon. When Pesach Sheni is 30 days after Pesach Sheni. And so from this we learn that there is a duty to study about the Pesach from 30 days before. The Gemara gives a second opinion, which says only from Rosh Chodesh Nisan, because Moshe was teaching about the laws of the Korban from Rosh Chodesh Nisan as well. In any case, the Halacha and the Shulchan Aruch follows the opinion that from 30 days before the Chag, based on the former opinion in the Gemara, we have a duty to start to discuss the laws of Pesach. There were some of the Rishonim, the Ran and the Rashba, who said that this is only talking about those who are going to be instructing the Rabbanim, the Moreh Hora'ah. The duty to do so, to study 30 days before, is only incumbent upon them. However, the opinion of others, and this is the halakha, is that it's incumbent upon each person to study and to understand the laws of Pesach from 30 days. And it's true that the original enactment to study 30 days before the Chag was in relation to Korbanot, the laws of sacrifices, what's a kosher sacrifice, what's not, in terms of bringing up the Korban for Pesach, and the difference. On Pesach there were a few different Korbanot as opposed to other Chagim. On Pesach you had, aside from the regular sacrifices for the Yom Tov, of course you had the Korban Pesach. Nonetheless, because the laws of Pesach are so vast, this is why we still have a duty to talk about the laws of Pesach from 30 days before, and this is what Be'ezrat Hashem we will be doing together over this next month, going systematically through the laws of Pesach in order to fulfill this halakha and to become ready for Pesach and understand the halachot of Pesach. The Torah calls this Chag two names. It calls it Chag HaMatzot. It says in a few places it's Chag HaMatzot Tishmor, based on the fact that, of course, we left Egypt with the matzot due to Hashem revealing Himself and the pressure we were under. And then it's also called Chag HaPasach, Chag HaPesach, in Pashat Kitisa, V'lo yalin laboker zevach Chag HaPasach, the festival, of course, where Hashem passes over, where the name Passover comes from, because of the fact that Hashem passed over the Jewish homes when punishing the Egyptian homes. Some people refer to it as Hag HaAviv, the festival of the spring. It's not referred to such in the Torah. The Torah says that you keep Chag HaPesach lemoed Chodesh HaAviv, around the time of the month of the spring, but it's not actually identified as Chodesh HaAviv, as Chag HaAviv, the festival of the spring, although it's a festival which has to fall in the spring. And in fact, the whole reason we have an extra Adar this year is only because of this pasuk, the Torah saying that Pesach has to fall in the spring, and so we have to ensure that we have an extra Adar to be able to have Pesach in the spring and not too early. Had we not had the extra Adar, we would have been celebrating Pesach yesterday. And so this is why we have the extra month to keep it in the spring. And there's a fourth reason from the Tefillah, which we call Zman Haroten, the time of our freedom. All other nations, when they overthrow their masters, they try to enslave them. Israel overthrew their masters and didn't enslave them and just wanted to move on. This is the first time in history where we see freedom as a moral value, freedom as an intrinsic value, not something to overthrow others in order to get your own power. But Israel just wanted freedom. And this may also be the reason why when there were kings of Israel, they would count their reign according to the month of Nisan. So if you came into reign today, that would be year 1, and then Rosh Chodesh Nisan in a couple of weeks, that would be year 2 of your reign. Reign of a king was counted from Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Maybe perhaps because of this idea, the idea of Pesach and freedom and slavery, to remind the Jewish kings not to enslave their subjects, but to treat them with dignity. And interestingly, although the Shulchan Aruch and the Torah called these Hilchot Pesach, the Rambam calls them Hilchot Hametz U'Matzah, the laws of Chametz and Matzah. Rambam sees Chametz and Matzah as being the essential aspect of Pesach. When focusing on the halachic aspect of it, he calls it Hilchot Hametz U'Matzah. So Be'ezrat Hashem, over the next few weeks till Pesach, next 4 weeks, we will go through them and understand the halachot of Pesach in fulfillment of the halacha we discussed today, of 30 days before the Chag, discussing the Chag.